achieved.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Studio de Jeffrey, where today I want to start off with something that somebody asked about on the last video. Of course, that is the way we do things around here. Sometimes I got stuff that I really want to talk about, but if not, I will go with content that you ask for. So somebody wanted to know, hey, can you project the starting lineups now that Aldon Smith has been reinstated to the Cowboys? Sure, I can. And then we'll do a couple of other things, including potential trades for the Cowboys, Pollard versus Jarwin, who gets more touches, and who I'm most excited about that's new to the team. We'll do all those different things today here. Just make sure that whatever you want to talk about tomorrow, youtube.com/Jeff Kavanaugh on this particular video. Leave in the comments what you want to do, and I'll do my best to take care of you. Cowboys starting lineup. How confident am I that I've got this right? I'm a professional. This is what I do. I'm not very confident. Cheeto's the wild card, and the offensive line's the wild card. Is Cheeto playing corner or safety? And offensive line, what are they going to do? So here's the way that I will predict it, though. This is my official prediction. We'll go on the record with it. At quarterback, Andy Dalton. Ha! Just kidding. Dak Prescott at quarterback. Ezekiel Elliott at running back. Your three wide receivers, Michael Gallup, CeeDee Lamb, and Amari Cooper. Tight end Blake Jarwin. And on the offensive line, I'll go like this. I'll say at left tackle is Tyron Smith, who's still a beast. Oh, don't you try to come in here, Roomba. Don't you try to come in here, Roomba. I don't have the door quite closed, but the Roomba passed by. No problem. Maybe you can hear it. I'm going to go Tyron Smith, left tackle. Whew. Left guard, I'm going to go Connor Williams. Center, I'm going to go Connor McGovern. Right guard, Zach Martin. Right tackle, Lyle Collins. That's the way I'm going to go. It's going to be my official vote for now. I can change this during camp, though, because you never know. Maybe they love Biotish. Maybe he earns it. Maybe they don't love any of the young guys, and Joe Looney is going to be the guy for a little bit. So we'll have to see, but my guess is going to be Tyron, Connor, Zach Martin, Lyle Collins. Defense. Defensive line, I'm going to say the starters are Tank Lawrence and Tyrone Crawford on the two defensive end spots. Gerald McCoy and Dontari Poe, defensive tackle. So I did not name Aldon Smith. I'm not going to put the expectation that he starts to start the season. If he does, it'd be a great sign for the team, but I'm not going to put that on him. Not yet. I'll say Tyrone Crawford starts. Linebackers, Jalen Smith and Leighton Vander Esch. Your three corners, here's where it gets tough again, because where's Cheeto playing? I think he might move to safety. But I'm going to go with the safest guess, which I'm going to go Trayvon Diggs, Chidobe Awuzie, and Anthony Brown as your three starting corners. If Cheeto moves to safety, I can't see it being Brown, Jordan Lewis, and Diggs, because they just seem like they are so into corners over 6 foot. I don't know if they're going to put a little guy on the outside. So the slot battle is probably Anthony Brown versus Jordan Lewis, and I will take the returning starter and Anthony Brown. I'll take Trayvon Diggs, and I'll take Cheeto. If Cheeto moves to safety, give me Daryl Worley as your other corner. At safety, Xavier Woods and HaHa Clinton Dix. Wild card would be if Cheeto moves. If Cheeto moves, I'll say he takes HaHa Clinton Dix spot, and it's Xavier Woods and Cheeto. Did I do everything? Corner, safety, linebacker, D-line? Yeah, got it. So that's your starters. Your starting kicker will be Greg the Leg Zuerlein, because he got more guaranteed money than Kai Forbath. And your punter will be Chris Jones. Now, next topic of conversation today. Potential trades. I think at this point in the year, the Cowboys are done, basically. So I think if you're looking for trades, I'll keep my eye on Jamal Adams. I think there's still interest there, so I will keep an eye on Jamal Adams. The thing about that is going to be wait until the Jets suck, which is going to happen. And once they get to like 1-4 and the Cowboys are 3-2 or 4-1, then you start making those phone calls where you're like, hey, noticed you guys suck again. Talk about Adams again? What do you want? Let's do it. I'd keep an eye on that. Other than that, I think you kind of got what you're going to go with. And in camp, if they feel like they've got a surplus at a spot, whether it's corner, whether it's defensive end, whether it's offensive line, if they feel like they got a surplus somewhere, and you can find a team where their surplus matches up and they need something that you've got too much of, that's where I would keep my eye on trades. But for now, I think get ready to roll with what you got. I'd love if they came out of left field and signed Larry Warford to play left guard, or signed Clowney or Griffin to just make the defensive line a stacked position. I would really love that. I don't see it happening. So that's that. Now, this question, I'm offended by this question. This is from Jacob. He said, what new coach and player were you most excited about to be added to Dallas, not including CeeDee Lamb? How are you going to take CeeDee from me? I want to pick CeeDee. But if I can't pick CeeDee, the guy I'm most excited that they added, Gerald McCoy, I guess. I think because what they didn't do is they didn't add a bunch of, I know Dontari Poe and Gerald McCoy are names because they've been in the league for a long time, and at different times they've played at really high levels. But to me, those aren't sexy names because they're your aging free agents that you're hoping to get a good year out of, and I think they can get a good year out of both of them. So I guess it's between Gerald McCoy and Trayvon Diggs as the guy I'm most excited about that's a new addition. If you're going to take CeeDee from me, you jerk. Is there anybody I'm not thinking of? Wide receiver, no. Tight end, no. Offensive line, no. Quarterback, no. DiNucci. Running back, no. Corner is Diggs over Robinson. Defensive line, Gallimore, but linebacker, no. Safety, no. So that's about it. And the coach I'm most excited about is Mike Nolan. I think you could dig into the individual coaches and maybe go Tom Sula as your defensive coordinator. Maybe, is it Rob Davis, their new, basically, character coach, for lack of a better word off the top of my head. But I'll go Nolan because I'm really excited to see a non-Rod Marinelli, Chris Richard defense. I think that had gotten so stale. I mean, same as Garrett. So, you know what? It's obviously Mike McCarthy, right? Garrett's gone. The head coach could have been anybody, and I would have been super excited about that guy over what they already had. And Jacob also wanted to know, will you live stream or chat during regular season games? Would love to see live reactions. I don't know, maybe. If there's a demand for it, I'll consider it. Riley is the guy who asked about the trades. Did that. Jason wants to know, do you see the Cowboys going for a speed receiver this season via trade, or wait until next draft and get a guy like Devontae Smith or Jalen Waddle out of Alabama and have 4,000-yard type receivers? You're barking up my tree, man. Give me 6 receivers. Well, I guess that's too many. I can't put them all in the field. Give me 5. Get the running back out of here. If you want to run the ball, bring a receiver into the backfield. Trick it up a little bit. I don't see them investing anymore in terms of premier assets, early picks, big money in a wide receiver, because most of the time you're playing 3 and they've got 3. You're returning a couple 1,100-yard guys. One makes $20 million. One was a third-round pick that I tried to get picked earlier than that. And you have a first-round pick in CeeDee Lamb. So I don't think you're going to invest another premier resource in wide receiver. And maybe they think Devin Smith could still fill the speed role if you need that. And maybe Cedric Wilson's your 5th. They could use some more. They could use another guy in that wide receiver room for sure. So we'll keep an eye on it. But I think you probably, in terms of big resources, you got what you got. If there's a guy out there that's still a free agent that you like, you could bring him in to compete, because they'll keep 5, maybe 6 wide receivers. But it won't be a big resource, so I don't think you'll get Devontae Smith or Waddle, because, look, Devontae Smith's going to be a first-rounder next year. I don't know why he didn't declare this year. Good for Alabama, and good for him, because that's what he wanted to do. But he'd probably been a first-round pick this year. Alabama would have had 3 first-round receivers. That's stupid. Colby wants to know, who do you think will get more touches, Jarwin or Pollard? Tony Pollard. You got to figure, okay, Witten's gone, so Jarwin, let's say that he has a really good year, 70, 75 catches. Pollard will have that in carries alone. He had 80 carries last year, 80-something. So I think Pollard will have 120 to 160 touches, and I bet Jarwin will have between 70 and 80. So it may be less than that. He's got good yards per catch, but they got so many good receivers. So Jarwin around 70, Pollard around 150 would be my final guess at number of touches. Make sure that you are subscribed to the YouTube page, youtube.com/Jeff Kavanaugh. Make sure you leave in the comments what you want to talk about tomorrow. I enjoy these videos every day. I love it, and I love that you guys are so interested and can give me content ideas. So just in the comments on the YouTube page on this video, just leave what you want to hear about tomorrow, and I'll take care of you in the morning. And make sure you're listening to 1053thefan.com every day and checking listening to 1053 and checking the .com. Finest sports site in all the land. I'll catch you guys tomorrow and on the radio in like 5 minutes.